All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win. So
if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down now, it's Logan, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Check 55, Mike. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. Shift. 66, pull it, half. Ball.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson, and it's complete. Henry, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. Here's Justin Jackson, second-year man out of Northwestern. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down, it's Jackson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to one remaining. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm scared. Check 99. Check 99. Yellow. Twist. Hey, watch it. He's crashing. He's checking crash. He's coming. Double up.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he gets this one down to the 24. A big pickup of 38.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
Check four.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes buying time to his left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Watch the ship. Check. Fresno.
Yellow. 15.
Check. Lucky.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run with Hunt, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Kareem Hunt, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go. Set.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. A nice run on 1st down gets him 6 yards to the 31. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They run with Logan, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 3rd down, it's Jackson. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now to win the game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And going deep for him. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way down to the 26. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 65 yards.
Check 15, check 15.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Check. Hey, alert 3.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a 1st down. On 1st down, Hunt, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Catanzaro now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's Jackson. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Jackson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
36. Under 10, under 10, 10.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now a give, right side. Logan. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. T.J. Logan, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. So we got man.
Hey, rip left.
Same. Check 31. Check 31. Check. Check hot route.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Just like that.
15.
Mike, 57.
Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Hey, Sunday. Yellow.
Check safety, check safety.
Shit. Box try. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. You must be dreaming.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do?
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 77 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Sick guy.
On the ground, this is Jackson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll run on first down. Jackson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 48-yard line.
Let's get it.
On 2nd down now, it's Jackson.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
It's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On the carry, it's Logan. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. T.J. Logan with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys are back within a single score. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Brings up second and 11.
Hey, 57, 57.
24-yard line.
SOS, SOS, SOS. Echo. SOS, SOS. Check, check.
On second and 11 now. Mahomes flush to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check four, check four. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Hey, 15, 15, 15. Attack, attack.
Bravo. Flare, flare, flare. Watch the edge.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Hard throw, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 11. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
Check 52. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. That's it. Flag down, flag down, flag down. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Anyone? Ship, ship.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They run again with Jackson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward, and indeed he did not. They stop him.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Yellow. Alrighty.
Check, check.
13. Attack, attack.
Watch the twist. Check 13. Check.
Attack.
Hey, check 24.
On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Eye down these two. Eye down these two. All right, go, Lou, Eddie.
Watch QB drop.
15, 15.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
Attack.
On second down, it's Hunt, and a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts, being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. KC last year on fourth down, 12 of 15, third best in the league, and they're going again. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. This from 54 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 11. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily...
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. T.J. Logan, 75 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
They can't hang with us. 51 the mic, boy, 51. I don't think you got it, son.
From the gun, Jackson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Taking down back at the 34-yard line.
Check. Quick the edge. Go.
Now on 2nd and 16, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Mahomes gives to Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 10-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Yellow, 180. 15.
They'll run again with Hunt. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Switch it.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They got a yard on first, 2 on second, and 3 here on third.
You got it. You go.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
They'll start here with Jackson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort. To get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check 50. Check 55. Come on. You. Check 24. Check 24.
Hey, check mine. Watch 55.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Go.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Trevor Davis, his 14th touchdown now on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2. They'll try and run it in. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Hunt. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Charlie, safety's creeping. Undercrush.
Color.
Kill. Switch.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. On 1st down, it's Logan. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He was brought down by Von Miller.
They run again with Logan. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Number 24 of the ball carrier.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Logan. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st down, Chargers.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on 1st down. Jackson. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down now, it's Logan trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Short game, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. They'll keep it on the ground. Logan. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. The Chargers were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on 4th down last year, and they're going here. They'll try and run for it, and he's got room. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. On 1st down, Logan. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Logan. He's got the 1st down inside the 10, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. T.J. Logan in the final minute, and the Chargers have taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw. Mahomes steps away to his left. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Let's put him on the buses.
To throw is Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Mahomes to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's got it. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't.